concept where spirit and earth meet together as one, united being.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Peripheral Consciousness, and thank you for sharing your time with me. On this episode, I will be discussing the act of prayer and how it affects us in our daily lives. And later on, I will be allowing a spirit-controlled speech delivered by one of my spirit guides. Prayer is natural. Prayer does not have to be religious. Including any type of spiritual awareness in your life is of great importance. Prayer can be performed many different ways. In fact, one can pray while functioning in their daily routine, even while working. Just a simple thought of spiritual recognition is all that is necessary to become a prayer. Prayer does not have to represent a thought of being grateful for life itself. Being grateful for life might seem to be a good moral thought, but being grateful for life itself is not necessary. Being grateful for life is a form of fear. Appreciating life can allow your existence some deserved credit. Understanding that we are all equal, unite as one, and have always existed together as one is why it is important to spirit that you recognize being worthy to take pride in your existence. Not knowing where you came from and where you're going can create a lot of speculation on existence. Being thankful for your life seems to be of a good notion. None of us owe anything to anyone or anything for our existence, because we have always existed and will always exist, no matter what. As for our current experience in this physical plane, showing appreciation for the vast amount of effort used in its creation can do wonders for your soul. But keep in mind that creation does not necessarily mean something has to start from nothing. Creation can be changing something that has always existed and always will. In the spirit plane, we are all capable of creation. While all of us may not have created this physical plane experience, it is not to say that all of us are capable of creation in this physical plane. There are countless creations of experience that all of us have created, and none of which were created with expectations of being grateful for the efforts involved. One can't be blamed for the thought of what if. Yes, but what if there is a creator of such power and enforcement, and we don't show gratefulness of our lives, and when we pass to the afterlife, this creator of power is angry with us? Love will always overcome fear. This physical world may have a lot of pain and suffering, but it also has an abundance amount of love. There will always be pain and suffering, but if you stay focused on the love in the world, you will attune to the fact that love is vast and overcomes all. and then your fear will diminish. There is a creator that we are all a part of. Together, we unite as one. That creates a higher power, which enables us to create an infinite amount of experiences. That forms the circle of existence. One thing I'm sure of while incarnate here in this physical plane is the Creator has proved one thing for sure: that love conquers all, including fear. So if I ever find myself fearing any part of ultimate true existence, I know it can't be true. For the Creator has shown to trust in love. Being grateful for existence is ultimately a product of fear. Ultimately, we have nothing to fear. Showing an appreciation for creation is an acknowledgement of vast amounts of integrated labor of thought. Prayer for another's well-being is a form of concentrated thought, directed in the positive outcome of energy manipulation. Thought is powerful, even while incarnate. Even if our thoughts alone can't change the outcome of another's, just the thought alone is enough to spark the awareness of our loved ones in spirit. That, in turn, can multiply into the vast plane of spirit consciousness, resulting in amazing outcomes. The power of prayer exceeds the natural law of the physical world. So prayer is not something that you have to do, but it is an extension of your consciousness that connects directly with the higher power, which you are a part of. Prayer has the potential to manipulate any outcome to be positive, as well as expand your consciousness to unimaginable levels of contentment. Prayer is an acknowledgement of spiritual being, and that you have a connection with the ultimate higher power. This acknowledgement has the power to change the world. So yes, prayer is important to us all individually. But remember, prayer does not mean that you have to get on your knees and beg for forgiveness or show gratitude for existence. It can be just a simple thought of a positive outcome for another, or an appreciation of fellowship creation. For this portion of the episode, I will be allowing a spirit message in the form of spirit-controlled speech, delivered by one of my spirit guides. Please keep in mind that during any spirit-controlled message, there is a large amount of energy manipulation that can interfere with the recording. And since it is spirit-controlled, I cannot re-record the recording. Ah, yes. Prayer. Well, prayer, I'm sure, means something different to everyone, including me. I in spirit have no reason for prayer. No one in spirit has any reason for prayer. Mainly because I am aware of true and ultimate existence. We're all equal. We're all one. And I've said this before. It's nothing new. So if we're all equal and we're all one, why would one feel the need to show gratitude or be grateful for their existence? It's something that is a product of your brains. That's right. Confusion. Confusion is the main part of the physical plane. Confusion. Unfortunately, can't be avoided either in the physical plane. So, that being said, I'll move on to the next point I'm going to make. And that would be that prayer does have a meaning to most. And yes, prayer can also mean just another meaning for thought. But any meaning can be just another meaning for thought because everything is thought. That's all that truly exists. Thought. The main message in this episode is to release fear from your brains. Fear of the unknown, I would say. Of course, fearing certain things in this physical plane are unavoidable. And I've said this numerous times about fear. You meet face to face with a bear. And of course, you're going to have some fear, and that's okay. Fear and spirit don't mix. Anything spiritual should not include fear, no matter what. If you ever find yourself mixing anything spiritual with fear, immediately second guess that notion. For fear does not exist in your ultimate true reality. There is no need for fear in spirit. Mainly because you have nothing to lose. And you don't have to worry about pain. Because pain is a feeling that was created for this physical plane experience. It's okay to fear some things in this physical plane, and unavoidable. But fearing spiritually can be avoided and is definitely not necessary. Prayer. Yes, prayer for a positive outcome for another. Well, of course, that's a good thing. It's a recognition of a spiritual power that can't be explained. It's faith. Faith is a must. But don't forget to have faith in your own being. While you're incarnate, you are not aware of your own being. You are not the incarnated physical self that you are perceiving. You are a soul of consciousness with great, extraordinary power of thought. An extraordinary power of thought. It's important to give yourself some credit as well. There's no need to bow down to a greater power because you are a part of that greater power. Without you, the greater power would not exist. We all contribute to creation. Some of our creations are different. That's what makes us all so unique as well. Not only are we all together, united as one massive power, but we are also individually a massive amount of power. So, it's important for me to remind the notion and the ones I know and love. I must remind the ones I know and love very well and much of who they are. It's hard for me to watch some of you feeling that they owe something to a greater, higher power for their own existence. That's very difficult for me to watch. And yes, it's a part of the physical plane. But I like to intervene sometimes and remind everyone that it's not necessary. And as we all progress together, moving forward in this experience, we will all get to that point. But until then, I'm going to be the one, as well as your other spirits in your spirit team and your spirit loved ones. We all are the ones to give you the tap on the shoulder when necessary. Well, this is my tap on the shoulder, everyone. it's not necessary to be grateful for your existence. Showing an appreciation can help give you the feeling of togetherness. Showing appreciation is a good feeling. So try appreciate the world around you, but know that you are a part of the world around you. Without you, the world around you would not exist. So remind yourselves that. Just like I showed appreciation for the incarnate, I appreciate the incarnate for all the toil and the effort, and at times the burdens of this physical plane. Yes, they're not actually burdens, but they seem that way, and so that makes them burdens. If they feel that way, then they are, even though I know they're not. But I appreciate everyone in the physical plane, everyone that's incarnate going through what they're doing. So I hope everyone gets the message here. Don't feel like you owe your existence to anyone or anything, because you are a part of the existence. You are a part of the mass consciousness. Always have been, always will. Like I've said before, time does not exist. It's an illusion while being incarnate in this physical plane. An illusion of a start and a finish. Because you have to come into your incarnate body and leave it. So that gives the illusion of a start and a finish. Obviously, if you can't remember before the start and doesn't seem to be a proof for the after finish part, there is some seen it. There's no start and finish in your ultimate true reality. It's just always right now. That's the easiest way for me to explain it. In the spirit plane, it's always right now. The only time that we use time, which is a measurement of movement, by the way, the only time that we use time in spirit is when we're planning with the physical plane or having anything to do with the physical plane is when we incorporate time. But ultimately, it does not exist because of the fact that creation itself was not started from scratch. It was not started from nothing. Because yes, nothing does not exist, even in the physical plane. Nothing does not exist. Yes, of course, you can use the word nothing for reference when you're trying to explain something that does not even have one of something, so then it could be done. Using it as a reference is understandable. But as far as existence, nothing does not exist. In fact, even physically, nothing does not exist. You're just not perceptive of it. You can't fully be aware of everything. Because, like I've said before, you can only see and touch and hear things that are on a certain vibration, the vibration of the physical plane. Well, there's a lot more going around all the time. So trust me, nothing does not exist. There's always something. And when it comes to thought and consciousness, which is everything is consciousness. It's all that really exists, consciousness and thought. So definitely, when it comes to consciousness and thought, there's no such thing as nothing. And I've said that before about meditation. Trying to meditate on nothing is futile. It does not make sense because nothing does not exist. Consciousness is always something. Focusing on nothing is not nothing. Anyway, nothing does not exist. Creation does exist. Creation is manipulation. Creation is thought. New thought. New exists. New thought is creation. And I could get into where thought originates from, how it turns into creation. Where does a creation thought come from? Because obviously it doesn't just come from nowhere. It doesn't just pop into your brain for no reason. I'll get into that another time. Creation does exist, but it was not formed from nothing. We together, all is one. Consciousness, being, all of us together is all that exists. Us together. Consciousness. That's it. That can be hard to fathom for some. The thought of a father figure in spirit, something that can protect you and guide you and lead the way, can be a comforting thought while incarnate. But in your ultimate true reality, you, yes, you are way more powerful than you can contemplate right now. All of us together as one is an unbelievable, unimaginable power. Consciousness is everything. We are a part of that consciousness. That is everything. Consciousness is all that exists. At first, it may be hard to fathom, and I understand. But to truly understand yourself, your being, is an ultimate relief when found. Understanding true existence while incarnate is very, very difficult. That's why it's important to keep your consciousness open as possible. Allow your feelings inside, deep inside of your consciousness. Allow those feelings to guide you and lead you in the right direction of knowledge. If fear is a part of that knowledge, think twice. If there was another consciousness or power that could remove your existence, that is the most fearful notion anyone incarnate could dream of. That fear is unimportant. Let it go. Everyone has the thought at some point or another while incarnate. Let that thought go. You will always exist, no matter what. And that can never be taken away. You owe nothing to anyone or anything for your existence. You are powerful in reality. You come to this experience for a brief moment. Knowing the possibilities of experiencing fear in your consciousness. I'm here to remind you it's not necessary. Let it go. Welcome the thought of being a part of one large consciousness that has always been and will always be. There's nothing you can do that is wrong. There is no failure. There's nothing to fear. Allow your soul some ease and accept the ultimate true knowledge of existence. Your prayer can do wonders for all, even while incarnate. The act of prayer will prove itself when used with your ultimate knowledge of true existence. Once you understand true existence and you understand the power that you possess, your own power in your true ultimate reality, is the power of thought. You will notice in this lifetime that some of your prayers are going to come true. Some of them might not. Not all prayer can come true. Because there's a lot of prayer, a lot of different prayers in this physical plane. And unfortunately, they can't all come true. But I think you'll find that the ones that are necessary will come true. That is the power of thought. Knowing your true power of thought is what us spirits love to work with. Thought works best without fear. Let your fears go. If you find yourself in prayer with a feeling of fear, focus on your own consciousness and your own knowledge of true existence. Fear has no place in prayer. Love has a place everywhere. Open your mind and your consciousness to love and close it to fear. Don't accept fear. Only accept love. And then your outcomes won't be perfect. But you will definitely notice a difference. Removing ultimate fear results in a highly positive outcome. Don't be afraid to love yourself. It's okay. Love yourself. For if you knew the ultimate truth, you wouldn't have a problem, because we've all done our share of contribution to our ultimate being and our ultimate own higher power, which is all of us united together as one. Understand that and know it. Everyone deserves credit and a pat on the back. Believe me. Everyone has their own way of interpretation of the world around them. Interpretations can change. Allow them to change. For the better, of course. Allow them to change for the better. And your outcomes will be of great value to you and everyone around you. But you must allow it to happen. Don't find yourself stuck in one frame of mind, especially if it doesn't feel right. If you don't feel an abundance of energy flowing through you when you think of our true existence and ultimate power, something needs to change. Know that you are very, very powerful. You yourself are a part of creation You are a part of creation. And when it's your time to come back home, it will all make sense. I understand you don't always feel like that could be true. It is. It's true. And ultimately, you don't have to understand this now. But I like to do my best to enlighten the ones that I know and love very, very, very much. Allow your consciousness to open and keep it open to the ultimate truth. Prayer is an expansion of your consciousness, a connection to the ultimate true being. Feel that power when prayer enters your consciousness. Feel that power. Prayer is an extension of your consciousness that is capable of connecting a mass spiritual consciousness with the physical plane that can all start with your initial thought. Exercise that thought as much as you can. For the more you do it, the stronger it becomes. But please don't feel like it's something that you have to do or you will be punished if not. It is your power that is capable of changing the outcome of another's through thought, connected with the ultimate power of spirit. In spirit, we operate on our full consciousness. And of course, we understand you cannot. But we still will work together with you. Start your prayer. We will join and embrace your prayer and give it the strength that it needs to accomplish what you set it out to do. We are with you all the time. So know that when you do, start the initial thought of prayer, we will do our best to accomplish what your thought has started. Okay, this concludes our spirit message. I hope everyone has expanded their consciousness a little more. Once you allow your consciousness to expand, its expansion rate seems to multiply with every opportunity. Please, if anyone has any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask me anytime. I love questions, as they give me a reason to address. I can be reached through my website, peripheralconsciousness.com, under Contact. Thanks again, and I look forward to communicating with all of you in the near future. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your time. I know a lot of the things that I talk about can be quite confusing. That being said, if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'd love to go over them with you and discuss any matters that you might have at hand. Thank you again, everyone. Please tune in next time for Peripheral Consciousness with Emily Johnson. Thank you.
Oh.